ASTRA Club promoting yet another event. But I think this one's a little bit different. Now, it can only really happen in our sport, and I'll say it very tongue-in-cheek, that the FIM and the ACU have got together and organised this UEM, whatever it is, that is the European Grasstrack Championship. Can you believe there isn't just 2 semi-finals, there's 3. And this is the 3rd one. Now the interesting point for me is that it's great that they've spread the sport around. Now they've had one in Holland, they've had one in Germany, and now of course they're having one in the UK. The big challenge for us, when we look at the lineup, we have had riders travel abroad and unfortunately not qualifying. But today we've got a great contingent of riders and they're up against a strong competition, don't get me wrong. We've got some very strong riders here, but I really do hope that with the British crowd behind them, those riders are going to get support and qualify. Now that is of course the big event of today. It's the European Grasstrack. And supported, as always, in a fantastic meeting like this, we've got a great entry of 1000cc sidecars, we've got a great entry of 500cc solos, and a little bit of extra is that the invited 250 riders have been invited here to ride, and there should be some great racing in that class. So all in all, it combines to make a fantastic package. I couldn't believe it when I got here yesterday. This track even looked bigger than it ever was to me. I think it's going to be fast and furious, and I certainly wouldn't want to predict who's going to do the winning. As I say, the concentration will be on that European semi, but some fantastic racing in all the other classes, I'm sure. I reckon we're in for a great day's racing. Well, I mentioned in the introduction really that the focus is going to be on this European qualification. And Stefan, Katt, I've got to ask you really, realistic chances of qualifying through to Lario?
There's a chance to qualify for the final for Lario, but it's my practice was quite good. I was happy, the bikes are fine and everything works all right. I like the track here, I've been here before, so yeah, I reckon I can do it.
Well, I think there's a lot of people here that know they've seen you race here before. I couldn't believe it myself that they've actually made the track a little bit bigger. And you know, it's going to suit the riders that are certainly in the higher echelon and riding that much quicker on the bigger tracks. But you've got some strong competition today, haven't you?
Yeah, there's a good. You mean what?
The competitors themselves that you're up against.
Yeah, it's a tough meeting today. Yeah, the thing is, we have 4 heats, and then when I'm qualified for, when I'm qualified for the A-final, but then in the end, in the A-final, when I have a bad start or so, I can be last and finish 6th, and if I have a good start or so, I finish first. It means it all depends then on the A-final. But now I'm just focused on the A-final because the first 6 goes through, and that's the point where I'm.
Absolutely right. Very best of luck. I think that I picked you out as being one of the strong competitors. Right. I expect to see you in that A-final. Best of luck. Thanks, Stefan.
All right.
Well, I know that we've got a lot of British riders here today and there's a lot of British support here, but Radley, you must be pleased that you've got into this event and realistic chances of getting Lario?
I'd like to think so, yeah, but it's going to be a difficult day. I don't think I'm going to have it easy by a short measure, but a bit of luck. A few things going my way, obviously. I'll try my best, give it 110% like I always try to.
We've been to Springfield a number of times now. We get to know the circuit. It's a great racing circuit, very, very quick. But I mean, you have got some strong competition, haven't you?
Yeah. That's just why it's the European Championship, because everybody is any good in Europe's here, aren't they? So you just have to keep plugging away, be consistent, and try and get enough points to get into that.
I wish you the best of luck, mate. I hope you're going to be seeing you later. And have a good day's racing. Cheers. Well, I know I keep saying that we've got great representation from the British riders, and I really do think that all the crowd here are thinking we're going to see some qualifiers. Glenn, you must be in that bracket. You must be thinking you're going to make it to Lario.
That's the aim of it. Just hopefully the luck will go my way and have no dramas, and we'll be there in September.
Absolutely. Now, I mean, I know you've taken on the long track and the European meetings. You've been doing very well abroad, but coming back here to Springfield does have that little added incentive, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's always a track that I've gone well at in the past, and going out there and practice now feels a bit different to normal. It's a little bit lumpier and stuff. I think where it hasn't been rode on as much, but hopefully by the end of the day I'll do well enough and be there.
I looked at it yesterday. I thought, I can't really believe it, but I think they have extended it a little bit on this top end. I don't know whether that's just to get it off that brow, whether it can make any difference, but you're okay with this track anyway?
Yeah, I don't like them all. Pay money to get the engine right for bigger tracks, so hopefully it'll work and we'll be rocking and rolling.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck. And hopefully we'll be seeing you on that roster at the end of the day.
Hope so.
Well, I think, you know, I can't say this enough really. The focus of this afternoon is about this European qualification. But Christian, this is your first visit here to this track?
No, I've been here 2 years ago, 2004, for the same, European Championship half final. And they have a little bit bad luck, I go out of the track, in a fight. And today I hope I do it better. I do a better business.
Yeah. I mean, it really, the focus today is this qualification. They've split the country up. They said there's 3 semi-finals.
Yeah.
We have already seen 2. There are very few English riders through. They are going to be trying very hard today. But you must be feeling that, as you've been here before, you know the track, you could get through as well.
Yeah, I think I can do it here today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you've been out for practice. You've ridden practice.
Yeah.
Everything looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It worked perfect. The bike is okay. Yeah. And I think to start will be okay. One practice I have win. Yeah. And the second I am on the second place. And the speed is enough there.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
So you have the motors. You have the bike.
Yeah.
Just that little bit of luck, and you'll be there.
Okay.
Very best of luck.
Thanks.
Good.
Bye-bye.
Well, I know some of the interviews this morning have been quite fun. This one should be an interesting one because I speak very little French, and I know Matthew, you speak very little English. But I think the interesting thing for me today is that the final in September is down at Lariol in France. You must be hoping that you can qualify.
Yeah, sure. I go in here for race and for go in the final for the European Championship after. Sure. And it's in France, and I know this track.
Yeah, you have the home crowd.
Yeah.
Have you ridden here before, Swingfield?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one time.
Good.
Very bumping. It's English. It's English. Grasstrack English.
Yeah. And I mean, looking around the pits here, there is a lot of strong competition. It's going to be a tough meeting, isn't it?
Yeah. Stefan Katt.
Yeah, he looked very quick in practice.
Yeah.
He looked very quick.
Yeah, but it's practice. After the meeting is the meeting.
Absolutely. And remember, there are 6 to go through.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. The last chance for these riders to get a place at that European final. They've all been out of practice, and I've worked with all of them. They know that it's a fast and furious track, they know it's a big track. They know the competition's going to be hard. We tried very hard to tip who's going to win, but they're all disagreeing with it. They all think they're going to get through, they all think they're in a chance, and we know that it's going to be some absolutely superb racing. So the top riders in our sport at the moment are all looking for those final qualifying places in the final on the 23rd of September in Lariol, France.
Just Frank Ziegler and Christian Phillips.
I've got your umbrella between my legs. Nice.
Yeah, sorry.
So let's start the presentations then of the riders that are competing this afternoon. And we start first of all with the referee this afternoon. He also has that grand title of being president of the UEM. And that of course is, all the way from Germany, Frank Ziegler. And obviously we can't let any of these people go away without a memento of today's meeting, and we start with the first presentation to Frank himself from Godden, the very first European champion, and with thanks we say, we hope you enjoy your day, Frank, and we hope you don't have too many difficult decisions to make. Next to Frank is Christian Buin, representative from France, and also here as a UEM representative. And I'm sure in support of Frank as the day goes on. So let's move on to the riders then, as Don hands the first memento out to our rider representing Holland this afternoon, Mark Stienkma. Well, we've got a few people over from Holland by the look of it. Obviously a cheap ferry trip across the ocean. Rider number 18, all the way from Italy, Mathison Mora. Well, we stay with Don presenting the awards at the moment, and we move on to the Czech Republic. A rider that I know you've seen many times here in this part of the world, Schneiderwind. He's joined, riding number 10 this afternoon, by Ptak. Well, as you can probably see, Don knows a few of these riders of old. We move on to the French contingent, and we start with Tresarrieu. Now they've got good representation from family as well, because riding number 11, we've seen him on the speedway circuits in the UK many times, Tresarrieu. Now, according to my programme, I've got to change presenters here, and I can introduce to you another former European Grasstrack champion. Great to see him here today, Martin Hagen. They remember you, Martin. They do remember you. We stay with the French contingent, riding number 14, Dubernard. We now move on to the very large contingency coming over from Germany. Starting with number 2, Christian Hulshorst. Oh, another rider that we've seen an awful lot of in the UK, and he looks to be one of the favourites for this afternoon. It is, of course, Katt. Riding number 9 this afternoon. I'm not sure I've seen too much of him in this country, but Studemann from Germany comes in at the last moment. Rider number 13, Manfred Knappe. And the last of Marty's presentations goes to rider number 15, Stefan Bromberg. Now indeed, we move on to the last of our presenters, and that of course is the reigning European Grasstrack champion, our very own Paul Harry. He presents the first award to number 17, Shane Colvin, representing Belgium. We've now got a very large contingent from the UK. Number 3 is Glenn Phillips. Come on, I want it louder than that. Number 7, Vince Kinchin. Number 8, and it's good to see that he's joined the lineup this afternoon, Radley Kite. Number 12, a rider that we've seen plenty of, he's pleased to be back in it again. It is, of course, Godden. Number 16, always with a kind word to his competitors. Number 16, of course, is the exciting Paul Cooper. Riding number 19, and desperately hoping he's going to get a ride this afternoon, our first reserve, Dolman. And equally waiting there in the wings, Hickmott. So that completes our presentation of riders. They've got the memento, so we can ask them now if they would make their way back to the pits, and we'll get ready for the very first race of the afternoon. As the bikes get started, they will make one more lap around the circuit. Pick your numbers, pick your names. Who is it that you think is going to qualify for Europe? Indeed, who's going to go through from this semi-final as top dog? There's a long way to go till we get to that start final this afternoon, but I wouldn't want to predict it at the moment. Give it a try. See if you can predict who the 6 are going to be going into that final. Stefan Tresarrieu from France riding in red. Christian Hulshorst from Germany riding in blue. Glenn Phillips. Want plenty of cheering and shouting for Glenn. He's riding in white. Schneiderwind from the Czech Republic riding in yellow. Mark Stienkma from the Netherlands. He's riding in green. And Stefan Katt from Germany, riding in what looks to be grey. We'll check that one as he comes round. He's riding in white and black helmet colour. The brolly colours showing you clearly where the riders are going to be on that start line. Red right on the inside, white and black on the outside. That's Stefan Katt, who we noticed was going very, very quickly in practice. Keep your eyes on the white colour in grid 3. Hulshorst the last to come into line. The riders now ready to go. The girls move away. The start marshals move away. It'll be up to the referee to get them going. Start marshal happy. Everybody up to the tape. Starter moves away. Up go the tape for the first time this afternoon. Christian Hulshorst has made a good start on the inside. That's the rider in the blue helmet colour. You can see on the inside of him Stefan Tresarrieu in the red helmet colour on the inside, but look at that going around the outside. I do believe that's Stefan Katt from Germany, who looked extremely quick in practice, has gone all the way around the outside of them on that first turn and up the back straight. And it is indeed Katt that's got to the front as they come down past us for the first time. One lap completed. Christian Hulshorst, the rider, number 2 in the blue helmet colour, chasing after him, but he's dropped back into 4th place now. Those four breaking away a little bit. And remember, it's all about point scoring as they move through the heat. Rider in red, Stefan Tresarrieu in 2nd place. He's trying to close down on Katt, but he looked very determined, Stefan Katt in practice. Good riders from Glenn Phillips in 3rd place. He's not out of contention at all. Trying to go through on the inside of Stefan Tresarrieu as they go up the back straight. Those three now have opened up a bit of a gap. Glenn Phillips sitting there in that 3rd place. Desperately want to get 2nd and Katt at the front. He's got one more lap to do it. Oh, Stefan looks over his shoulder. He knows he's got a challenge there, and Glenn Phillips has got through. Glenn Phillips goes through into that 2nd place, and he's already caught up with Katt. Well, you can see that Stefan Katt knows he's got a challenge on. Glenn Phillips has got one more corner to negotiate. He's driving hard, he's letting Katt know he's there, and he's holding a very, very tight line as they come towards the checkered flag. Has he done enough? Glenn Phillips has done it! A tremendous first ride for Glenn Phillips. He's had to work for that one, but he's got maximum points. Terrific ride, and great to see. So we have indeed our first result of the afternoon, and what a tremendous start for the GB riders as Glenn Phillips has taken first victory this afternoon. But to keep it simple, as the programme is laid out, we go from the top as points scored from the heats. If you start with number 1, Stefan Tresarrieu, 3 points scored from that first ride. Number 2, Christian Hulshorst, 2 points scored. Number 3, Glenn Phillips, maximum 5 points. Number 4, Schneiderwind, 1 point. Number 5, Mark Stienkma, no score. And number 6, Stefan Katt, 4 points for that 2nd place. So you should have from the top 3, 2, 5, 1, 0, 4. A winning time of 134.66, 134.66. That equates to an average speed of 66.17. So your time of 134.66. Averaging 66.17. We'll keep an eye on that as we go into race 2. We've got going in the red helmet colour. Race 2 in your programme. Number 7 from Great Britain, Vince Kinchin. Riding in blue, number 8, Radley Kite. In the white helmet colour from Germany, Ronnie Studemann. From the Czech Republic, riding number 10, Jaroslav Ptak. He's got the yellow helmet colour. We then move to green helmet colour, and we've got number 11, Tresarrieu. From Great Britain, taking number 12, and riding in the white and black helmet colour, right on the outside nearest us, and that is going to be our very own Mitch Godden. A lot of concern around the machinery of Tresarrieu, the French rider representative from the UEM, Christian Blenhardy, wants to get out there and see what's going on as well. Oh, they've got that machinery going. The last of the riders to come into line is number 12, Mitch Godden. So we watched for Vince Kinchin on that inside. It did look as if they were getting the better starts on the inside in that first ride. But remember, Katt went the long way round, around that first bend and up the back straight. He had good drive from this outside grid. Starter looks happy again. Up go the tapes, they get underway. Vince Godden's had a very good start on the outside. And right on the inside there, Vince Kinchin has gone well as well. It's the rider in green that emerges from that bunch going into the first turn though, and that is the French rider, Tresarrieu, as he goes up the back straight with already an incredible lead on the rest of the field. Into the top turn he goes. A young, exciting rider, Tresarrieu. And I know that he would love to be riding in this final in what is effectively their home territory down there, L'Ariole in the south of France. There's a big, big gap now that he's opened up. It's Vince Godden that sits in second place. And he's under pressure from Vince Kinchin. Those two have been riding against each other an awful lot. Tresarrieu it is that's setting the pace. Be interesting to see how his time compares to that very first heat. So Vince Godden holding a good second. Vince Kinchin is third. And it is Radley Kite in fourth place. So, three British contenders in second, third, fourth, but there's no question about the leader at the moment. It is Tresarrieu. He looks to be meaning business this afternoon. One more lap to go for Tresarrieu. As Vince Godden's gone very, very wide, Vince Kinchin's got through on the inside of him. So Vince moves up into second place. Radley can see what's going on in front of him. He'll be trying to capitalise if there are any mistakes made. Stays in there, just tucked in behind them. But as I watch that battle going on, as Vince Godden has come through on the inside of Vince again, they change places on the far side. The checker flag's already out there for Tresarrieu. A very, very fine win for him first time out this afternoon. Close for this second place. Vince Kinchin gets it. Vince Godden in third and Radley Kite in fourth. And let's start from the top again. From rider number 7, riding in red, 4 points scored. Number 8, Radley Kite, riding in blue, 2 points scored. Number 9, Ronnie Studemann, from Germany, 1 point. Number 10, Ptak, no score. Number 11, Tresarrieu, an incredible start to the afternoon, 5 maximum points to the rider in green. Number 12, Vince Godden, 3 points. So you should have for race 2, heat 2 as it's described in the European Championship, 4, 2, 1, 0, 5 and 3. The winning time was 134.74, which is averaging 65.42. So 65.42 the average speed. So very, very comparable time to Glenn's in that first ride. 134.66 compared to 134.74. Nothing to choose between those two when they're against each other in racing conditions. Race 3, we see out for the very first time. Riding in red, right on the inside. From Germany, number 13, Knappe. Riding in blue, number 14, another of the French contenders, that's Dubernard. Riding in white, Stefan Bromberg. Riding in yellow, and really seeing around that middle gate, Paul Cooper. Riding in green, number 17, Shane Colvin. And right on the outside, nearest us, riding in the black helmet colour, Mora. Once again, the starters looks to move away. Paul Cooper the last to get to the start line. Starter happy, he moves away, it's over to the referee. Up go the tape once again. Paul Cooper's made a good start from the inside, but Knappe is right on the inside in that red helmet colour that breaks into that first turn. He's pursued by Shane Colvin in that third place now, but it is Mora who's got up into second place. Paul Cooper is in fourth. I say that Mathisson's in second. You can see they're flying through on the outside. We've got the rider in green, Shane Colvin. But a good scrap at the front here between Knappe, who's the rider in red. Just about got the lead from Mathison. And there's problems for Dubernard as he pushes off into the disagree on the top of the circuit. The machinery problems earlier on, and it is Massimo that's got himself to the front as they come off that top turn. Alrighty, number 18. Paul Cooper's up in the second. That was a good corner for Paul Cooper as he dives in the standard corner to Massimo. Massimo looks to have problems. He's gone out on that pit turn. It means that Paul Cooper is elevated up into the top position. Paul Cooper, up the back straight he goes. Around the top turn, you'll be pleased with this. It's always disappointing to see competitors going out, but if it's to your advantage, why not? Into the last lap they go. Paul Cooper sitting in maximum point scoring position. Manfred Knappe still there in that second place, but he's under pressure. And I think he does keep looking down at machinery, so maybe he's not happy with something. But Shane Colvin has got the advantage of it. Again, the change is made going into that top turn. And Manfred looking to hang on to that second place as the checkered flag goes out, and a great victory to start the afternoon off for Paul Cooper. Shane Colvin gets second, and Manfred Knappe, the early leader, gets third place. Well, he looks pleased with that one, and why shouldn't he be? Maximum points for the Great Britain rider, number 16, Paul Cooper. But let's do it the same way as we've done it for the first two. From the top then, points scored by the rider in red in race 3 in your programme. Number 13, Manfred Knappe, scores 3 points. Number 14, Gabriel Dubernard, no score. Number 15, Stefan Bromberg, from Germany, 2 points. Number 16, Paul Cooper from Great Britain, maximum 5 points. Number 17, Shane Colvin, riding in the green helmet colour there, second and 4 points. Number 18, Massimo Mora, very, very unlucky after a terrific start. Massimo Mora, no score there in his first ride. The winning time was 1:37.70. 1:37.70, 64.1 they're averaging, 64.1. Now I do think that this is a practice for a passenger that we brought in at the last minute, so obviously the class has allowed a late practice. Well, I've been corrected on that. It looks as if he just got here late. He was riding in Germany yesterday, so practice being allowed. So, 250s out for the first time this afternoon. This is the Stan Freeman Challenge, 250cc competition. No helmet colours, and all of them for the start line there, riding over 3-point scoring legs. Well, they've certainly found some grip on the start line. Paul Simmons has got a very good start, changing as you go around that first turn. Lee Street right round the outside, I can see, up into second place. Breaking away from the rest of the field. Lee Street trying to work his way through on the inside. The door is shut for him though as they come down past me for the first time. Lee Street certainly sitting there in second place, but Dave Knowles it is that's got the lead. From Paul Simmons in third place. Dave Knowles again takes the lead back. Lee Street just trying to find a way through on the inside, looking for a different way around that fifth bend. They're off the back straight, and it is those three that really have broken away from the rest of the field. And Dave Knowles looking to make this first one as he comes off that top turn. Riding very comfortably at the moment. Lee Street still there in second. Paul Simmons still there in third. It's Martin Sturgeon that's trying to close the gap from the rest of the field. Looks to be making a bigger gap between him and fifth place. the time closing on that third spot. As the last lap flag goes out, it's Dave Knowles that looks to be in control of the 250 challenge at the moment. Lee Street with no answer to him. Paul Simmons still having to sit there in third. This is a big track for these 250 machines. Well, I'm sure Dave Knowles won't mind. He can keep the thing going. He's obviously picked the right gearing as they go round that top bend for the last time, and the checker flag will be made ready for them this time. It is a victory for Dave Knowles. So, race 4 in your programme, the first of the 250 challenge, and a win for number 64, that's Dave Knowles. In second place, number 75, Lee Street. Third place, number 31, Paul Simmons. Fourth place, number 15, that's Martin Sturgeon. Fifth place, number 70, Gary Wells. Sixth place, 25. Seventh place, 179. Eighth place, number 3, a winning time of 1:46.38. 1:46.38, 58.45 the average, 58.45. So we move into race 5 and we stay with the 250 challenge. As they get underway, it looks as if somebody was pulling away from the rest of the field. Still, I think, as they go around that top turn, but they're all closing up again. And up the back straight they go. As they come down past me for the second time. Very few numbers on the inside of these machines, but as they come down past me for the first time, it is Chris Still that had got away from the start. And Neil Taylor, the British champion for 2006, sitting there in second place. Bit of a gap then between second and third place. There's been scrap going on for that third. Still don't know who they are when they come round past me, because we know we've got Chris Still being pursued by Neil Taylor at the front. Well, it's Rob Bradley that we're used to seeing riding 1000cc sidecars. Rob Bradley sitting there in that third place. Well, it was a long time ago that I saw Rob Bradley riding 250s there on the Isle of Man. That time he was trying to do 250s and 1000s, and by the end of the day he looked absolutely shattered, but looks to be going well this afternoon. Well, the battle there is with James Child for that third place, and things look to have closed up a little bit at the front. Neil Taylor certainly negotiated that bottom turn a lot better than Chris Still. It will be checkered flag this time as they come round past me, and it's all going to be close to the line. Neil Taylor looking for a way round the outside. Has he got the speed? Chris Still responds. It was close on the line. Well, I'll be looking to the finishing judge that's sitting in line with the finishing line, but that was very close between those two. So, race 5 then. The additional first ride for the 250 class. A win. Very tight on the line, but it was in fact a win for number 82, Chris Still. Second place goes to number 173, Neil Taylor. Third place, number 87, Rob Bradley. Fourth place, number 97, James Child. Fifth place, 201, Lee Pittman. Sixth place, 305, Mark Collins. Seventh place, number 198. And a winning time of 1:48.35. That equates to 54.15. And we made a correction to the speed. You might notice that the times are quite close there. The first one shouldn't have been 58, it should have been 55.16. So our apologies for that. But the first race, race 4, I say the first race, the first for the 250s, 55.16. We now change disciplines again. We move to the 500 sidecars for the first time this afternoon. Radley has made a good start on the outside. Will he be able to close the door and everybody else that gets into that first turn? They sort themselves out on that first turn. change in this one. Remind you that it's not Simon Baird that's going in this one. It is actually Raz Palmer out once again. He is riding as 71, and at the moment he sits in third place. Lester Goodwin trying to get past the early leader Nick Radley. Those two battling it out as they go into that bottom turn. But that is Raz Palmer. Remember, on Sean Harvey's equipment, so he knows he's got good equipment. Indeed, he floated right up on the inside going to that top turn. So keep your eyes on that third place. And he's up into second. Danny Hogg looks over his shoulder. Oh, Lester Goodwin it is that's got the battle on, because he's now in third place. But a good ride this from Nick Radley and Craig Mathison as they go up that back straight. It's Raz Palmer that's now closing down on them. Well, he said this was a definite one-off meeting for him. It's great to see him back out there again. And as he comes off that top turn, he's certainly closing on the early leader, Nick Radley. Oh, Lester Goodwin still pushing him along. And Tony Stark, the rider, in fourth place at the moment. And he's not lost contention with them at all, but all I've got to say, looking at that back straight now, Nick Radley does look comfortable as he goes into that top turn. Will be checkered flag this time, and the first checkered flag for the 500 sidecars goes to the outfit of Nick Radley and Craig Mathison. Great ride from Raz Palmer in second place, Lester Goodwin in third, and Tony Stark in fourth. So race 6 in your programme, the first leg for the 500cc sidecars, and a win very comfortably there in the end for number 21, Nick Radley and Craig Mathison. In second place, number 71, that's Raz Palmer and Danny Hogg. In third place, number 3, Lester Goodwin, Anthony Goodwin. Fourth place, number 23, Tony Stark and Andy Sweening. In fifth place, outfit number 8, and sixth place, number 10. The winning time was 149.13, 149.13, 53.77 they averaged. So we stay with the 500 sidecars. Well, I've been asked if the owner of a Ford Escort, dark turquoise colour, L407EKR, Ford Escort L407EKR. You're unfortunately parked in the ambulance exit. I'm hoping that we won't have to use it, but if we do, your car would be in the way. If you could possibly move it for us. That's L407EKR. Many thanks. So we see Wayne Reed and passenger Clive Preston for the first time this afternoon. And as they get underway, number 143 Keith Richards has made a brilliant start on the outside. Well, he's been caught as he goes into that first turn. He sits in about third place now. So we've got one outfit breaking away as he goes down that back straight. Top turn they go for the first time. I can still see that Keith Richards is trying to go for the outside line, but it is Mike Reed that's leading as they come past me. No, Wayne Reed in fact. 118 Scott Dunn is the rider in second. So Scott Dunn and Joanne Brian Brown have got to make up the gap. And he's pushed hard as they go on that back straight. To get a little bit spread out as they come round that top turn. And I'm sure that Wayne won't mind at all as he goes past me. You can see that Mike Reed has moved up into third place. Would you believe, with a passenger that's never done this before? He's out for the first time today. Quickly getting used to things though as he goes up the back straight. I'm sure he's been given plenty of tuition before he went out there this afternoon. And Mike's certainly not hanging about. As Wayne comes round towards the checkered flag now, indeed it's the last lap flag. One more lap to go for the checkered flag, so Wayne Reed and Clive Preston looking to get maximum points from this first ride. The gaps really have opened up again. This is a big circuit for these 500cc sidecars. Say that, you can see it's slightly closing. Wayne not really getting it all his own way, but he looks to have done enough as he comes to the line. He gets the win. It's Godden and Joe and Brian Brown finishing second, and Mike Reed finishing in third. So, race 7, completing the first leg rides for the 500cc sidecars. A win for outfit number 56. That is Wayne Reed and Clive Preston. In second place, number 118, Scott Dunn and Joanne Brian Brown. In third place, number 57, Mike Reed and Nathan Hibbs. In fourth place, number 123, that's Paul Moorcock and Jan Cook. John Cook even? Fifth place, number 143, Keith Richards and Adam Young. And fifth place there, number 156. The winning time, 150.89. 150.89. 52.91, the average speed, 52.91. So, will Glenn get it all his own way, or one of the other riders have done some changes mechanically, changed the gearing perhaps, maybe changed tyres, whatever they needed to do, well, they put a stronger challenge in this time. Right on the inside, we've got the rider in red, that's Glenn Phillips, keep your eye on that one. Back on the outside, we've got Radley Kite in there. Riding in the green helmet colour. Shane Colvin, it'll be worth keeping your eye on those two together. He had a second first time out, Shane Colvin. From Belgium, of course, he's in green 2, the blue helmet colour. So the second leg of the European qualifier. And it is Stefan Tresarrieu that's made the break. Glenn Phillips is right there with him though as they go into that pit turn for the first time. Stefan Tresarrieu, the rider in white, breaks down the back straight. He's pulling Glenn Phillips along with him, and Glenn is quite happy to stay there. Those two indeed getting away from the rest of the field. It is Shane Colvin that's got that third place. He's under pressure though from Bradley Kite in fourth spot. So the British riders in second and fourth at the moment, putting pressure on at the front. Glenn Phillips, keep your eye on that one. Glenn Phillips chasing after Stefan Tresarrieu as they go into that top turn. But this is a much better ride from Stefan, or has he gone wide? Well, we know that Glenn Phillips has ridden a very tight line in his first ride. He will have noticed that Stefan Tresarrieu went right out on the outside on that top turn. Look for a challenge this time. He picks up speed as they go down the back straight. Watching to see Stefan go very, very wide. He's got a much tighter turn on that top bend. He'll try and get through on the inside. Not this time. Stefan Tresarrieu looks to be very, very quick indeed. This will be an interesting one to see what the time is. He's riding a very wide line, but he's certainly got the speed on. Right hard off that top turn, right out on the outside pegs. Checkered flag for him. Glenn Phillips gets second, and sitting there in third place, Shane Colvin. So we're back with the European qualification and race 8 on your score chart. Already the time warning goes up for the riders for race 9. Let's give you from the top then. The points scored for number 1, Stefan Tresarrieu from France, 5 maximum points. Down a bit further, the rider in red, number 3, Glenn Phillips from the UK, 4 points. Bit further down, the rider in green, number 8, Bradley Kite, 2 points. No score for rider number 10, Jaroslav Ptak. Bit further down, the rider in yellow, number 15, Stefan Bromberg, gets 1 point. And finally, the rider in blue, number 17, Shane Colvin from Belgium, 3 points. We move their progressive scores over. But let's give you the winning time. It was 132.63. 132.63, an average of 67.62. So 132.63, 67.62. So progressive totals get moved over. hopefully the arithmetic will work. As we now turn our attention to race 9. And all eyes, I'm sure, on the rider in red. That, of course, is our own Paul Cooper. Can he make it to her to do? He's on the inside. Christian Hulshorst has made a good start. It's Christian that's gone into the front. Oh, look, you see that Paul Cooper's there in 3rd place, but the rider in black is the rider that's come through. That's Manfred Knappe. He had a very good ride first time out. Finished in 3rd place, but he was looking very, very fast. Paul Cooper's got his work cut out now as he sits on the back wheel of Manfred Knappe. And all the time that those two are battling, and there's problems for Manfred. Manfred Knappe pulls out as he goes into that pit turn. It means that Paul Cooper is elevated up into that 2nd place. He's got a lot of work to do if he's going to attempt to catch Christian Hulshorst. Well, again, Christian I spoke to in the pits this morning. He said he'd been here about 2 years ago. He came for a European qualifier on this circuit. He said he enjoyed it. He said it's a very fast circuit which he prefers. Well, that is quite some considerable lead. He's got Paul Cooper trying everything he possibly can, but these are still good points in that 2nd place. One more lap to go for Christian Hulshorst, who, as I mentioned, well, in fact, I'd elevated him up slightly. I thought he'd scored more points than that, but he only got 2 points in his first ride. They'd obviously made some changes. We look to the checkered flag. It is Christian Hulshorst, Germany, that comes very, very wide into the finishing line. Paul Cooper gets 2nd. Again, looking over his shoulder, number 12, Mitch Godden gets 3rd place. So, race 9, and an interesting one indeed, as Christian Hulshorst now puts 5 very important points onto his points tally. Number 2 then, from the top, riding in yellow, 5 points. Bit further down, riding in white, number 5, Mark Studemann, 2 points. No points at all for rider number 9, riding in green. He's been excluded from the race for going outside the circuit. Number 12, Mitch Godden, 3 points. The rider in blue. No points for number 13, Manfred Knappe, unfortunately pulling out with problems. And the final points then for number 16, Paul Cooper, 4 points for the rider in red. And a winning time of 1:35.23, 65.77 the average speed, 65.77. Well, an interesting race in prospect now as we move to race 10, because I'm looking at 2 maximum point scorers. Well, I was looking at 3 to start with. I'm now looking at only 1 with the possibility. That, of course, is the rider from France, riding number 11. This time he goes in white. It is Tresarrieu. He's the only rider now that can still maintain the maximum. Interesting because Mora, a very experienced rider, he's right on the outside. Not on the outside, he's in the middle. He's riding in yellow helmet colour. And at the moment, I can't see any yellow helmet colour. They tell me he is just coming. No, it looks like number 19, Bob Dolman, has been brought in. So very disappointing that no Massimo. That was obviously a very serious problem that took him out of that first ride. It means that we see elevated into the yellow helmet colour starting position from Great Britain, Bob Dolman. Can he be the one to respond to the mighty Tresarrieu? Well, I shouldn't forget, of course, that Vince Kinchin down there, he had a second first time out, also Stefan Katt. He said next night of wines that needs to get a much better ride than he had first the riders to get to the start line. 1 minute remaining. Oh, that's it, the final time warning goes. The starter's got to be happy with them now. Well, I'm looking for that blue helmet colour of Stefan Katt. He should make it a very good start. Up they go, and it is Stefan Katt, but going with him is number 11, Tresarrieu, as they go into that first turn. Well, they all bunches to go into that first turn. I can see the red helmet colour of ZX Schneiderwind is in there as well. But now the blue helmet colour of Stefan Katt moves away. He's got the white helmet colour of Tresarrieu right there with him though. And Schneiderwind still wants to stay with them, riding number 4. Kinchin is up there in 4th place, at the 5th place even. See, but eyes at the moment on German rider Stefan Katt. Second, first time out. Can he prevent Tresarrieu from scoring a maximum from 2 rides at the moment? That's how they sit. ZX Schneiderwind, a much better ride this time. I can only assume that he may have had problems in his first ride. And he's up there in 3rd place with Kinchin in 4th. 1 more lap to go for Stefan Katt to get his first win of the afternoon. And it does look as if Tresarrieu has resolved himself to that 2nd place. There really is a big gap between 1st and 2nd now as they go up that back straight. It means, by my rough calculations, we're going to have 4 riders on equal 9 points. Katt takes it. Tresarrieu in 2nd, and it is ZX Schneiderwind that gets that 3rd place. The second leg rides for the European qualification, and let's start from the top then. The first one down is the rider in red, that's number 4, ZX Schneiderwind. He's got 3 points. Where did they come from? Right, I think the best thing I can do is to give you that result in a few moments, because we've already got race 11 up and underway, and the first time this afternoon on the 1000cc sidecars. I thought, what's that noise coming past me as I'm just giving you the results of the European? Well, they're going to keep me at it this afternoon, I can see. So, let's pick them up as they go past me. Number 1, James Rogers and Damien James, out in the lead at the moment. He's quite a considerable lead as they go down that back straight. No challenge on James Rogers and Damien James at the moment. The closest to them, I've got to say, is number 5 and 7. So Matt from Mora and Andy Wilson sitting there in 2nd, under pressure from Paul Johnson and Russell Little. And Paul Johnson looking for a wager on the inside, perhaps. A good scrap between those two in 2nd and 3rd. Paul Johnson looking for an angle on the inside. Matt from Mora must know he's there. He also must know there's quite a gap between him and James Rogers. Well, this is a good ride from James Rogers again. Paul Johnson tries to come through on the inside. Miles Simmons and Kevin Woodley in that 4th place at the moment. But I'm sure all eyes are on outfit number 1, James Rogers and Damien James. Matt from Roller seems to have got the better of that 2nd place now as they come around that 5th bend for the last time, and it's going to be a win for outfit number 1. James Rogers and Damien James. Matt from Roller and Andy Wilson in second, Paul Johnson in third, and Miles Simmons in fourth. Right, for those of you that are keeping the European results up 100%, let me quickly just finish that one off then. It was race 10. The rider in red got 3 points. The rider in blue, maximum 5 points. The rider in black, number 7, Vince Kinchin, 2 points. The rider in white, 11, Matthew Tresarrieu, 4 points. In green, Gabriel Dubernard, number 14, 1 point. No score, of course, for number 18, no appearance, and no score for number 19 in reserve that came in to take his place. The winning time was 1:33.99, 66.64 the average speed, 66.64. So that should keep you 100% up to date on the European Grasstrack position. As far as I'm concerned, I've got 4 riders equal on 9 points, and the good news from our perspective is that 2 of them come from the UK. If you turn the page over and go to page 17, that's where you'll find the 1000cc sidecars. It's race 11 that we've just seen, and we've seen a win for number 1, James Rogers and Damien James. In second place, number 5, Matt from Roller and Andy Wilson. Third place, number 7, Paul Johnson, Russell Little. Fourth place, number 9, Miles Simmons. Fifth place, number 4. Sixth place, 17, 145.68, 63.02. 145.68, 63.02. We move on to race 12, and we've already got them on that first turn and racing down the back straight as they start to sort themselves out. Oh, I do believe that's Rob Wilson, but I'm only guessing from this distance. We watch to see as they come round from that pit bend for the first time. It is Rob Wilson that indeed has got the lead from Colin Blackburn in second place. And Rob Winterburn in third. Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen then getting a good start and holding a good lead off that first turn. Go down the back straight, leading for number 25, Colin Blackburn and Paul Whiteley Jr. And a bit of a gap to 48, Rob Winterburn and Tristan Winterburn. And those 3 more or less got away from the rest of the field as Rob Wilson keeps the pressure on. Oh, Rob Winterburn trying a different angle into that bottom turn, and he has closed on Colin Blackburn. But there's no catching Rob Wilson at the moment as he goes round the pit bend into the last lap flag this time. Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen. Oh, Paul Whiteley Jr. looks over his shoulder. He knows that there's a challenge. He's realised now, I think, and he'll indicate to the driver that it's comfortable. The challenge is very close. It does look as if this is how they're going to stay as Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen come round to take their first win of the afternoon. They cross the checkered flag, as indeed in second place, from start to finish, number 25, Colin Blackburn, and Rob Winterburn in third. So, race 12 in your programme, a win for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Nicky Owen. In second place, number 25, Colin Blackburn, Paul Whiteley Jr. In third place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Tristan Winterburn. In fourth place, number 51, Rick McCauley and Dave Williams. In fifth place, number 37, Mark Corser and Andy Corser. In sixth place, number 57, Clive Studemann and Roland Broomfield. The winning time was 1:47.39, 1:47.39, 62.01. 62.01 the average, 1:47.39 the time. Underway we go, race 13. And well, they sort themselves out as they go into that first turn. the sidecar crews, and making the best of it at the moment is Rob Radley. Duncan Tolhurst up in second place. And Rob Radley going well at the moment. Got him though go around that top turn and does get himself into the front. Tight on that bottom turn. But Duncan Tolhurst it is that's got the lead. Duncan Tolhurst and Rob Mathison from Rob Bradley and Shane Simpson. Richard Thomas has worked his way through fourth place. He's got a big gap now in front of him. Try and catch on those front three who seem to be closing on each other all the time. Rob Bradley certainly not letting Duncan get away. Paul Whitelam it is that's in that third place, and then Richard Thomas in fourth. Paul Whitelam looking for a way through into that second place. Rob Bradley's gone a little bit wide on the top turn. He realises his mistake and he's closed right back up on Duncan Tolhurst again. Well, we check the flag as they come round. And off that pit turn, will there be a challenge? Well, Duncan looks as if he's got a very good line around that top turn, and he's got the checkered flag. He gets the victory. So, race 13 in your programme, we'll stay with the 1000cc sidecars, and we see a win first time out for number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Rob Mathison. In second place, number 87, Rob Bradley and Sean Simpson. In third place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Ian Whale. In fourth place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. No, it's not, it's Sean Yates. Right, in fifth place, number 91, Lee Hicks and Phil Collier. In sixth place, number 93, Andy Simons, 149.24, 149.24, 60.96. 60.96 the average speed, 149.24. So the last of the 1000cc sidecar first leg. Have we got any changes in this one? Doesn't look like it. So, race 14 underway as we see the last of the competitors out for the first time in the 1000cc sidecar class. Mark Warren and Martin Smith it is that lead as they go into that first turn. Down the back straight they go and they held their lead. Look to be under pressure. John Hiscock I can see coming in very quickly from that third spot, going a long way round that pit turn. To be a good ride if he does make that all the way round. He certainly got second, and it was Ryan Partridge and Alan Elliott that were holding that second place, but John Hiscock has got it now. Closes right up on the back wheel of Mark Warren and Martin Smith, and he found a gap on the inside. I think he has. Oh, John Hiscock gets through as they go down that back straight. Now he'll presumably try and hold it a bit tighter this time around that bottom turn, even though he did get a very good line around the outside, which got him that second place. He's now got the lead. Well, that's how it stays for the moment, as John Hiscock loses a bit of stride on that top turn. Mark Warren can see it as well. He's closed right up on that back straight, but John Hiscock gets away again. Well, last lap flag is being shown. Both John and Gareth look over their shoulder. They know he's going to be coming from somewhere. Good ride from Mark Warren and Martin Smith. They've held on to John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister all the way. John Hiscock goes down the back straight. Into the last turn he goes. Mark Warren again under pressure for that second place. But as the checkered flag is displayed, it's going to be a win first time out for John Hiscock. Mark Warren in second, Ryan Partridge in third. The win for outfit number 184, that's John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. In second place, number 306, Martin Warren and Martin Smith. Mark Warren even, and Martin Smith. Third place, number 514, Ryan Partridge and Alan Elliott. In fourth place, number 118, Wayne Westerway and Mark Courtney. In fifth place, number 99. And 99 is Pete Colvin and Steve Colvin. Sixth place, number 125, and the winning time, 152.58, 152.58, 59.15. 59.15, the average speed. He's in the black helmet colour, right on the outside. Vince Kinchin in the white helmet colour. Jaroslav Ptak in green helmet colour. Mitch Godden in yellow. Stefan Bromberg in blue. And I assume that's going to be Bob Dolman that's coming out in the red. Oh, no, Gareth Hickmott's been given the ride. So we understand that Gareth Hickmott is now riding in red. Right on the inside. Oh, they get underway. The rider in blue had made a good start. There's Stefan Bromberg. But it is Stefan Tresarrieu that goes round the outside. Mitch Godden, I can see, going that path as well, has come out in second place as they go up the back straight. So Tresarrieu in very determined form now as he's had a good ride in his second ride. Can he repeat it again in his third ride? This will take him through to the finals with a bit of luck. Number 15, Stefan Bromberg with a terrific start, is still there in third. Oh, Vince Kinchin's having a good ride. He's on the outside of Stefan Bromberg as he goes up that back straight. Doesn't respond, but keep your eyes on that third spot. Oh, this is a much better ride from Mitch Godden as well in that second place. He knows that Stefan is very quick. Vince Kinchin looking to find a way through, and that was a good ride into that bottom turn. Stefan Bromberg has responded again though, as they go up that back straight. Those two always together, possibly closing on Mitch Godden. Stefan Tresarrieu again goes very, very wide. Well, I'm just wondering. I was wondering then if Mitch was going to hold up Stefan Bromberg to allow Vince through, but he looks like he's got his own racing prospects as he goes into that pit bend once more. Vince Kinchin now has opened that gap between third and fourth. The checkered flag is going to go. It's maximum points once again for Stefan Tresarrieu. And into the checkered flag, Vince Kinchin has got past Mitch as well. So Vince Kinchin it is that gets that third place. So the points then for race 15, heat 7 of the European. The rider in black, number 1, Stefan Tresarrieu, 5 points. Down a lot further we come to the white helmet colour, number 7, Vince Kinchin, 4 points. The green helmet colour for number 10, Jaroslav Ptak, no points. In yellow, number 12, Mitch Godden, 3 points. In blue, the blue helmet colour to number 14, Dubernard, 2 points. Red helmet colour, number 18, Mora, no points. His ride taken by number 20, Gareth Hickmott, 1 point. 134.95 is the winning time, 134.95, 65.97, 65.97 the average speed. So we now turn our attention to race 16, it's heat 8 of the European semi-final. And the big guns come together. We've got number 11, riding in yellow, Matthew Tresarrieu. In green, number 16, Paul Cooper. These two have scored 9 points from their first 2 rides. Will it be a straight battle between these two, or can Sean Colvin get in amongst them? Oh, they get underway. Matthew has made a very good start. You also see the rider in blue has got himself to the front. That is Manfred Knappe. Now he's been having some good rides this afternoon, but he's not been putting the scores on the board today. He's not been getting those final results. But right out in front with a big sweeping top turn, it is the Frenchman Mathieu Tresarrieu that leads from Manfred Knappe in second place. Well, I say that, he's lost that second place going in that pit bend. It's the rider in red, who's Christian Hulshorst, who's another rider that's been making some very strong rides this afternoon. You remember that he had a win in his second ride. No, Mathieu Tresarrieu leads from Christian Hulshorst in second. Number 17, Shane Colvin up in third. And we're desperately looking for Paul Cooper, who's a long way off the pace at the moment. Last lap flag is out and Mathieu Tresarrieu has time to look over his shoulder. Christian Hulshorst still there in second, Shane Colvin in third. Zednek Schneiderwind is the rider in fourth at the moment. Disappointing ride for Paul Cooper. But as we see the checkered flag go out, it's a win for Mathieu Tresarrieu. He looks in very determined form this afternoon. Christian Hulshorst with a good second. Shane Colvin, who's still been steadily scoring there. And number 4, Zednek Schneiderwind. Race 16, the official result of Heat 8 of the European Semi-Final qualifier. And the rider in red, no score. Number 2, Christian Hulshorst has been excluded for going outside the circuit. The rider in black, number 4, Zednek Schneiderwind, gets 3 points. The rider in yellow, number 11, Mathieu Tresarrieu, maximum 5 points. Number 13, Manfred Knappe, the rider in blue, 2 points. The rider in green, number 16, Paul Cooper, 1 point. Number 17, Shane Colvin, the rider in white in that heat, 4 points. The winning time was 134.32, 66.41 they average. 134.32, 66.41. So we saw 2 of the highest point scorers go in race 16. The other 2 that were equal to them are Glenn Phillips and Stefan Katt. They both go in this one. Glenn Phillips in yellow, Stefan Katt in green. Oh, they're joined by Bradley Kite and Ronnie Studemann and Gabriel Dubernard. Up go the tapes. Oh, Stefan Katt had made a terrific start, but he almost hesitated as he got away from the start line. He's gone very wide in that first turn, but he's got himself to the front as he goes up that back straight. Now look for Glenn Phillips. And it all gets very close on that top bend, and Stefan Katt again has gone wide. It means that Glenn Phillips has indeed come through. So Glenn Phillips has got to the front. Stefan Katt made a mistake on that top turn. Bradley Kite is the rider in third at the moment. This is a good ride for him as well, as he's got closely behind him. Segment. The rider in white, number 14, Gabriel Dubernard, with problems again. So a disappointing journey to the UK for Gabriel Dubernard as he pushes machinery back. But this is a good ride once again for Glenn Phillips. Up the back straight he goes. He's got a good lead on Stefan Katt. This is going to make him 1 point clear. Oh, 1 more lap to go for Glenn Phillips. This will be his second win of the afternoon. He's had then 2 wins and a second. And he certainly looks comfortable now as he goes up that back straight. Stefan Katt can do nothing about it at the moment. And indeed, we've lost Bradley Kite. He pulls up in front of us. So disappointment for Bradley. It means that there's a big gap now between second and third, but Glenn Phillips won't mind. He's taken maximum 5 points. Stefan Katt behind him with that second place. It means that number 5, Mark Stienkma, takes the 3 points. So as the afternoon moves on, lots of mechanical gremlins creeping in, as we only had 4 finishes in that one. Let's give you the points from race 17, heat 9 of the European Grasstrack Championship semi-final, and it's number 3, riding in yellow, Glenn Phillips, that takes maximum 5 points. In red, number 5, Mark Stienkma, 3 points. In green, from Germany, Stefan Katt, number 6, 4 points. No points there for the stop Radley Kite. And 2 points for number 9, Ronnie Studemann. And we move down to Gabriel Dubernard, riding in white in that heat. No points scored there, he also stopped. The winning time was 1:32.86, 67.45, 132.86. So that completes the 3 rides for the European Grasstrack Championships. So we now turn our attention to the 250s, and as the 250s come out for their second leg ride, to remind you that we had early wins for number 64, that's Dave Knowles, and number 32, oh sorry, 82 indeed, that's Chris Still. Now Chris goes in this one, Dave Knowles goes in the second one. And it is Chris that's got away once again as he goes into that first turn. That's what Radley was chasing after him. That's Chris Stills it is, who had a win first time out. He's got himself back in that winning position once again in his second ride. So, Chris Stills followed by Rob Radley in second. In that third place. Really a battle between those two at the front, I think. The rest begin to sort themselves out. Oh, Chris won't mind this at all, I'm sure, as he comes round off that top turn. He knows he's got it comfortable. Good to see that Rob Bradley's still competing in 250 and Mountain DC Sidecar. Not too many people have done that in their careers. We have had quite a few solo competitive changes to Mountain DC Sidecar. I'm sure I've seen too many of them doing both classes on the same day. Into the last lap they go, and Chris has time to look over his shoulder to see where the competition is. He knows he's comfortable in going into this last lap. Rob Bradley's still there in second. James Child is still there in third. There's some gaps to be made up there. So I'm sure that Chris won't mind. He's got maximum points from his first ride. He's added to that a second win. So as he progresses through the competition, he is unbeaten. So race 18 it is, and second win of the afternoon for number 82, Chris Still. In second place, number 87, Rob Radley. Third place, number 97, that's James Child. In fourth place, number 25, Charlie Saunders. And fifth place, number 70, Gary Wells. Sixth place, number 3, Natasha Bartlett. And seventh place, number 179, that's Alex Evans. The winning time, 1:47.15, 1:47.15. An average of 54.76. So, Neil Taylor, Lee Street, and Dave Knowles out in this one. As they get underway, Lee Street's made a good start on the inside. I think it is Lee that's got to the front as they go into that first turn. Dave Knowles trying to get around the outside in those to get themselves sorted out. And Lee has gone from first to third, as that must be. I'm looking for Neil Taylor as they get themselves sorted out. He's worked his way through into third place. But it is Dave Knowles being pushed hard by Paul Simmons, who had a third place first time out. Paul, he's in second place at the moment. Neil Taylor goes round him now and gets himself into second. So Paul Simmons tries to come back though. He doesn't give up that second place easily. Oh, Well, Dave Knowles is certainly comfortable at the front. There's a good battle going on for that second place. Neil Taylor forced to go very, very wide. 31 Paul Simmons doesn't want to give up that second place. Lee Street watching what's going on in front of him. He'll be trying to close on them as well, as you can see as he goes up that back straight. They're pushing each other hard. They could be making mistakes as they go into the top turn, and Lee Street takes both of them, does he? On the inside he goes. He could see exactly what was happening. They were battling with each other. They were leaving gaps, but Paul Simmons has just about done enough. He holds off the challenge from Lee Street, and Neil Taylor comes back at Lee as well. Good scrap for that second, third and fourth place. Well, again, Paul Simmons is holding a perfect line, which means that Lee Street has been forced to go wide on that top turn. He's been very quick on the inside. The checkered flag will go this time for them. It's Dave Knowles to make it 2 out of 2. Paul Simmons in second, Lee Street in third. So, race 19, win his second of the afternoon for number 64, Dave Knowles. In second place, number 31, Paul Simmons. In third place, number 75, Lee Street. In fourth place, number 15, Martin Sturgeon. No result there for number 173, Neil Taylor, leaving the circuit. In fifth place, 201, Lee Pittman. Sixth place, number 305, Mark Collins. And seventh place, number 198, Kevin Bull. The winning time, 145.93, 55.39. 55.39 they averaged, 145.93. So we now turn our attention to the 500cc sidecars, and quickly checking the results from those first leg rides. And indeed, both of the outfits that had wins first time out up against each other in race 21. So a chance for other riders to score well here. Mike Reed goes in this one. He's sitting on grid 4 with Mark Hopkins in the chair. Tony Cook and Anders McFarlane, they go in grid 1. Alan Morgan and Martin Boyd go in grid 2. Lester and Anthony Goodwin go in grid 3. Mike Reed in 4 I mentioned. Number 7 is replaced by number 23, Tony Stark. So away they go, and Mike Reed has made a very good start. See that Lester Goodwin's gone well on the inside as well, and it is Lester that's got himself to the front. Mike Reed trying to stay with him though, looks for the line on the outside of the bend. Up the back straight they go, and Lester Goodwin, there's problems on the line for Tony Cook. And he pushes off into the centre green. And Lester Goodwin it is that leads from Mike Reed in second. Paul Moorcock and John Cook in third place at the moment. Closing on the back wheel of Mike Reed. That could push Mike Reed on a bit to make sure that Lester Goodwin doesn't get too far away from him. And off that top turn they come. Lester Goodwin still with that lead from Mike Reed and Nathan Hibbs. That's how they stay at the moment. But Mike Reed looks to have got a second wind. He goes up the back straight and gets a lot closer to the early leader, Lester Goodwin. Got one more lap to go when they come round past me. And Mike Reed is certainly a lot closer. I mentioned that Paul Moorcock was perhaps pushing them on a little bit. They've responded to that. Nathan Hibbs very quickly getting used to this role of sidecar passenger. Out for the very first time today. Very creditable. He goes into that top bend. Lester Goodwin looks to have done enough though as he comes off that top turn. Looks over his shoulder. Lester Goodwin it is that wins from Mike Reed in second, from Paul Moorcock in third. So, second leg rides for the 500cc sidecars, and a win for number 3, Lester Goodwin and Anthony Goodwin. In second place, number 57, Mike Reed and Nathan Hibbs. In third place, number 123, Paul Moorcock and John Cook. Fourth place, number 156, Alan Morgan and Martin Boyd. In fifth place, number 23. That, of course, is the reserve coming in, Tony Stark and Anthony Sweeting. Winning time, 146.17, 146.17, 55.26 the average speed, 55.26. With the 500cc sidecars, and they sort themselves going in that first turn. And we're looking for Wayne Reed. He's sitting in perhaps third place at the moment. They sort themselves out going up that back straight. Getting very, very tight on that top turn as they close up. We sort out for you who these two are. And indeed, I look to the front. It's Ras Palmer that's got to the front. Well, I should have realised that, but 21, Nick Radley and Craig Mathison, who had a win first time out, they're in second place, and they've been forced to go wide. Ras Palmer wasn't going to let them through on the inside, and he accelerates going up that back straight and gets the better line into the top turn. So Nick Radley trying to do something about it, though. He's trying to get back in on that inside. Can he get the legs as he goes down the straight? Well, I think he has got the legs this time. Wayne Reed trying to get in on the action as well. He's sitting close in that third place. Again, he's taken the same line as Nick Radley as he's gone up that back straight. He's got himself into second, and he now has time to chase down on the early leader. Well, Ras Palmer that was, of course, he's dropped back into third place now. But number 21, Nick Radley and Craig Mathison holding the lead. This is going to make the point situation very interesting indeed. The back straight. Can Wayne Reed and Clive Preston do any more? They see the checkered flag this time as they come round off that top turn. They're tight on the flags. It's going to be close to the line. Well, those two crossed the line. It got very, very close indeed. Nick Radley, I think, just about confirmed it. But Wayne Reed most certainly got second place points. And a great ride once again from number 71, Ras Palmer.